Magandang araw. Tara, mat-usap muna tayo. Anong pag-uusapan natin? Pag-usapan po natin ngayon ang tungkol sa fundamental principle of counting techniques. Also, tinatawag din po natin itong the multiplication rule. So we have to remember the word fundamental counting. Ibig sabihin nun, we are dealing with multiplication. Let us have first our objective. Una, we are going to enumerate the fundamental counting techniques. And second, we have to list the possible ways a certain task or activity that can be done. Ano nga ba itong fundamental counting principle? It states that if an operation can be performed in n ways and the second operation can be performed in m ways, then the two operations can be performed in n times m ways. Ibig sabihin nun, bawat possible outcomes ng isang ways or ng isang event ay wala pa tayong gagawin. We will just simply multiply for that. So let's have an example. Example number 1. If a pair of dice is tossed once, how many possible outcomes could be there? So, meron akong dalawang pares na die. Remember that ang isang die ay meron siyang 6 na possible outcomes. Merong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Since dalawang dice natin, so meron akong isang die na may 6, meron akong palawang die na may 6. Kung yung unang die natin is the m ways, yung second die natin is the n ways, if we multiply these two dice, we have 6 times 6, that is equals to 36. And 36 is the possible outcomes if we toss a dice or a pair of dice once. Meron ako ditong list kung paano yung possible outcomes sa paglabas ng dalawang die. So, yung d sub 1 is equivalent to your die 1 or the m ways. D sub 2 is equivalent to die 2 or the n ways. So, posible po sa paghagis mo ng die, ang lumabas is 1 at saka 1. Pwede rin naman, ang lumabas is 2 and 1. Pwede rin pong 3 and 1, 4 and 1, 5 and 1, and 6 and 1. At pwede rin pong mangyari 1 and 2, 2 and 2, 3 and 2, 4 and 2, 5 and 2, and 6 and 2. Hanggang sa makarating sa the last part which is equals to 6 and 6 kasi lahat po yun possible outcomes. So para hindi tayo mahirapan sa pagkuha ng kanyang possible outcomes, we will just simply multiply the possible outcomes of die 1 and the possible outcomes of die 2, that is equals to 6 times 6, that is equals to 36. And the list of possible outcomes ay nandito po. We will just count this 1 to 36. In short, ang ating possible outcomes, kung meron tayong isang die na itutos natin once, ay meron siyang 36 possible outcomes. Malinaw. So let's have example number 2. A certain tourist wants to go to Banane to personally see the rice terraces. There are 3 routes from Manila to Baguio and 2 routes from Baguio to Manila. So in this case, meron tayong 3 lugar na involved. That is, yung daan papunta sa going to rice terraces to Banane. Bago makarating ng Banane, dadaan ka muna ng Manila, dadaan ka ng Baguio, and going to Banane. Mula sa Manila, meron kang possible ways, 3 routes ang sabi niya. Ibig sabihin, yung routes number 1 mo, yung unang daan mo ay sa taas, pangalawa ay sa gitna, at ang pangatlo ay sa baba. So, that is from Manila to Baguio. Nakarating ka na sa Baguio, ang problema is paano ka makakarating sa Banane para makita mo yung rice terraces doon. So mula sa Baguio, meron kang 2 possible na daan. And that is the first route or the 4th route and your 5th route of your place where you're going to find for the Banane rice terraces. So, kung titingnan natin, ilan po bang daan mula sa Manila hanggang sa Baguio? Di po ba meron tayong 3? Ilan po bang daan meron papuntang Baguio to Banane? Di po ba meron tayong 2? And therefore, if we multiply that, that is equivalent to 6. Ibig sabihin nun, we have 6 possible ways in order for us to go to the rice terraces in Banane. Ganun lang kadali. We will just simply multiply the m ways and the n ways on that particular example. Let's have example number This is another way on how we write the possible routes. So dito sa taas, we have sa bandang kaliwa, we have Manila to Baguio and Baguio to Banawe doon sa taas. So meron tayong routes 1, 2, 3. Sa taas naman, meron po tayong we have 4 and 5. So ito po yon. We have Baguio to Banawe po tayo. Dito naman po, yung tatlo na to is from Manila to Baguio. If we multiply this, we have an answer of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, we have 6. To make it clear, meron tayo ditong diagram kung paano nangyari. Kung paano siya dumaan, ano bang ginawa niya? Tingnan natin. So we have the first route, the second and the third. Then, we have the fourth route and the fifth. We have tatlo at saka dalawa. So, una niyang daan, duman siya papuntang Baguio at papuntang Baname. Duman din siya ng Baguio, second, bago makarating sa Banawe. At pangatlo, Baguio papunta sa Banawe. And therefore, we have 6, which is the possible outcomes. Let's have example number 3. 5 different books of science, math, Filipino, English, and TLE are to be arranged on a shelf. How many arrangements are possible? So, ilan po dito ang involved? Meron tayong 5 different books, which is Science, Math, Filipino, English, and TLE. Ano ang hinahanap? The possible arrangement that we will have out of these 5 books. Tingnan natin. Siyempre, dahil meron tayong 5 libro, paano natin ayusin sila? Saan ipapwesto yung bawat isang aklat? So, maglalagay tayo dito ng possible shelves para kung saan iayos po natin yon. Ilan po ba yung ating shelf? We have 1, we have 2, 3, 4, and 5. Example, nilagay ko dyan si 5 ang ating possible arrangement. Nilagay ko si math. So, kahit saan pwede po ako maglagay dyan. So, yung option ni math book ay 5. Ilan na lang natira? Ilan na lang ang natira? So, 4 na lang. And therefore, yung kasunod kong book na dapat ilagay dyan ay meron siyang 4 na possible option. So, kunyari si Filipino nilagay ko dyan, 4 ang kanyang option na napagpilian. Kahit saan pwede po siyang pumesto po dyan. Nilagay ko lang in order. Ilan na po bang natira natin? We have 3 possible options. So, and therefore, ang kasunod kong aklat na ilalagay ay meron siyang 3 possible na pagpipilian. And that is science. Tandaan, wala po sa order po yan. Kahit anong klaseng books ay pwede po natin ilagay. What is important? Yung kanyang possible option, kung ilan po ba ang kanyang dapat. Ilan na lang natitira? Ilan na lang yung books? So, 2 na lang. So, I have TLE for 2 options. Of course, wala na po tayong magagawa for the last book, which is equivalent to the English is 1. So, ang gagawin lamang po natin, since bawat isang aklat ay merong possible option, we will just multiply the number of their possible outcomes. So, we have to multiply 5 times 4 times 3 times 2. That is equals to 120. Using the fundamental counting principle, we have 5 factorial, that is equals to 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, that is equals to 120 different ways. Let's have example number 4. Your favorite fast food lunch is a student combo which consists of an unlimited rice meal, soup, dessert, and drinks for 45 pesos only. Ang mura, di ba? Unlimited na po sila. So, the offers of the following choices are, we have for the rice meal, we have tocino, tapa, log-silog, hotdog, and bacon. So, yun yung pagpipilian mo. Then, we have, pipili ka lang isa dyan syempre, pero unlimited na po yon. 5 ang yung posibleng pagpilian. Next, we have, para naman sa dessert, we have yema, polvoron, and cookies. So, meron kang 3 option. Then, para naman sa drinks, meron kang cola, iced tea, root beer. So, yun po yung inyong possible na pagpipilian. Doon sa rice meal, meron tayong 5. Sa dessert, meron tayong 3. At sa drink, meron tayong 3. Consider natin yung rice meal as M ways. Consider natin yung dessert as N ways. And consider natin yung drink as M and O ways. So, since these are the possible ways on how we're going to choose any of this given unlimited options. Ang gagawin lamang po natin is just to multiply. So we just multiply 5 times 3 times 2, that is equals to 45 possible outcomes. Ibig sabihin nun, meron siyang 45 possible outcomes or 45 possible ways bago siya makapili ng kanyang kakainin na kung saan that is only cost 45 pesos for him or her para mag-enjoy sa kanyang pagkain. Let's have example number 5. You are taking a math quiz that has 5 multiple choice questions. If you answer each questions and leave none of them blank, in how many ways can you answer the whole test? So, exam mathematics, meron kang 5 questions with 4 choices. 5 questions, remember, with 4 choices. Ano mangyayari? Kunyari, ito yung question number 1. We have question number 2. We have the question number 3. We have the question number 4. And question number 5. Ano po ba yung choices ng question number 1 to question number 5? Di po ba, we have the choices are A, B, C, and D. Sa bawat isang number, sa bawat isang word, or sa bawat isang problem, meron kang 4 na possible choices na pagpipilian. So since meron kang 5 number na pagpipilian, wala kang ibang gawin kundi just to multiply the number of the possible options that we have doon sa given test question sa multiple choice quiz. So that is equivalent to 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. And your final answer is 100 or 1,024 possible ways na makapili ka ng tamang possible answer. A right answer.